Hello beautiful people out there. Today I'm going to show you how to make a baby blanket or a blanket just in general. So let's begin. So first you're going to need fabric or material of your choice, needles, scissors, and of course a sewing machine. Alright, so first thing you want to do is spread out your material to make sure that it's even on all sides, so that way you're sewing, exactly what you need to be sewing. And if you have this little label stuff on the side, make sure that you cut that off so it doesn't blend in with the sewing or anything. Okay, so you want to cut the part that you have folded so that way it's easier to sew and it just looks a lot better. So now you want to pin all the sides together, and you want to pin it half a centimeter from the top, because you don't want to sew too far down, but you don't want to far too into the seam. And when you get to this corner, you just want to make sure that you don't, pin it too close to the corner, so that way it's not too, when you sew it or whatever, it's not too, too tight to the ends, to the corner. So now you want to sew all your stuff together. So I'm using the Brothers Project Runway sewing machine, and I'm just using it on a regular basic setting. And I'm just going to sew where my pins were and just remove them as I'm going up. Oh, not Tuesday. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm just going to remove them as I'm moving up. And there. I did all sides, and this took me about 25 minutes to do, so don't think I did it in like 2 seconds. Alright, so you want to leave a little hole at one of the corners. It doesn't matter where you do it, and you want to grab the inside of it and flip it inside out. Now with this, you want to be extra cautious, so that way you're not stretching the thread off of the parts that you have already sewn, because I've done that before and it's not pretty. Just don't do it. Don't do it. So you just want to be extra careful as you are flipping it inside out, because the way you sewed it, you were sewing it outside in. No, inside out. You know what I mean. So you just want to flip it on the right side, so that way the clearer part of the material is on the outside. Yes, there we go. Alright, so you want to go through all the corners and make sure all of them are fluffed out and that they are pointy, so that way they won't be folded in. And yeah, it'll look so much better when you do that. Now you want to take the part that you had the mini hole in, and you just want to pretty much just sew it together. Oh yeah, so I'm showing you how it looks like when it's flipped inside out and the corners are popped out. It looks a whole lot better. Alright, like I was saying, you want to take the part that you sewed, that you didn't sew on, and just sew just a tiny little, just a little closure to that corner, so that way, it won't look like a big hole in the blanket. So you don't have to do much, just make sure that it's on, and that's it. Okay. And then you just want to take off the extra threads and just snip them off, so that the blanket looks a whole lot better. Now to make this blanket personalized, I'm going to put some iron-on letters on here. I did want to sew them, but for time's sake, I just decided to, iron them on extra tight, because I don't want them to fall off, and I don't want it to, get in the baby's mouth or anything. So they are on securely, I promise. And I just want to peel them off. And yeah, so on these letters they have instructions on how to do it, so you can do that yourself. And this is the final result. house. Yay! So I'm going to wash it and make sure that it's all fresh and so clean for the little one. And like I said, you can do this as a baby blanket or for a blanket for yourself or a loved one. I did one for my husband and he loved it because he loves deers, and yeah, he loved the blanket that I made for him. So yay for baby blankets and blankets. So thank you so much for watching. As usual, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye!